Which of the following statements best describes the principle of parliamentary sovereignty in the UK? A. Parliament can make or repeal any law and no court can overrule it. B. The monarch decides which laws are valid. C. Courts can veto parliamentary decisions. D. Only local councils can pass binding legislation. Answer: A. Parliamentary sovereignty means that Parliament is the supreme legal authority in the UK. It can create, amend, or repeal any law, and courts cannot override or challenge legislation, which underpins the UK's uncodified constitution. In the UK, what is the primary function of the Cabinet? A. Draft and pass legislation in Parliament. B. Advise the monarch and implement government policy. C. Interpret laws in court. D. Manage local councils. Answer: B. The Cabinet, composed of senior ministers, advises the Prime Minister and the monarch and is responsible for running government departments and implementing policies, forming the executive branch of government. Which of the following is a civil right protected under UK law? A. Freedom of speech. B. Immunity from taxation. C. Absolute freedom to ignore laws. D. Right to unlimited property ownership. Answer: A. Freedom of speech is a protected civil right, allowing individuals to express opinions freely within the bounds of the law. Rights must be balanced with responsibilities, such as not inciting hatred or violence. What is the role of the House of Lords in the UK Parliament? A. Initiate all legislation and enforce laws. B. Review, amend, and delay legislation passed by the House of Commons. C. Elect the Prime Minister. D. Serve as local government authorities. Answer: B. The House of Lords scrutinises legislation passed by the House of Commons, suggesting amendments and delaying laws but not permanently blocking them, ensuring checks and balances in the legislative process. In UK law, what is the purpose of magistrates' courts? A. Hear serious criminal cases only. B. Handle minor criminal offences, some family matters, and preliminary hearings. C. Draft new legislation. D. Serve as the Supreme Appeal Court. Answer: B. Magistrates' courts deal with less serious offences, minor civil disputes, and initial hearings for serious crimes. They are often the first point of contact in the criminal justice system. Which body is responsible for enforcing UK equality laws in workplaces and public services? A. The Home Office. B. The Equality and Human Rights Commission, EHRC. C. The Privy Council. D. Local councils. Answer: B. The EHRC promotes equality and ensures compliance with anti-discrimination laws in workplaces and public services, protecting individuals from unfair treatment based on protected characteristics. Which of the following best describes the role of local councils in the UK? A. Making national laws. B. Providing community services such as education, housing, and waste management. C. Running the military. D. Appointing judges. Answer: B. Local councils manage essential community services, making decisions on education, housing, waste collection, and social care, reflecting the principle of local governance. In the UK, the monarch's role in government is mainly A. Deciding the outcome of parliamentary votes. B. Ceremonial and symbolic, with powers exercised on the advice of the Prime Minister. C. Directly making laws without Parliament. D. Commanding local councils. Answer: B. The monarch's powers are largely ceremonial, with constitutional authority exercised based on the advice of elected government officials, reflecting the constitutional monarchy system. What is the main purpose of the Human Rights Act 1998 in the UK? A. Limit Parliament's legislative power. B. Incorporate the European Convention on Human Rights into UK law. C. Allow courts to override all government policies. D. Abolish the monarchy. Answer: B. The Human Rights Act 1998 ensures that UK citizens can rely on fundamental rights in domestic courts, integrating the European Convention on Human Rights into national law. Which statement best explains the separation of powers in the UK? A. Parliament, the courts, and the government each have distinct functions to prevent abuse of power. B. The monarch rules all branches. C. Local councils manage national legislation. D. Police can make laws. Answer A. The separation of powers ensures Parliament legislates, the government executes, and courts interpret laws, preventing concentration of authority and safeguarding democracy. Who is responsible for representing the UK internationally and negotiating treaties? A. Members of Parliament. B. The Prime Minister and government ministers. C. The monarch alone. D. Local mayors. Answer B. The Prime Minister and ministers, especially the Foreign Secretary, handle international relations and treaties, with Parliament ratifying agreements to maintain democratic oversight. Which of the following is a responsibility of UK citizens under the law? A. Voting in all elections. B. Paying taxes, obeying the law, and serving on a jury when summoned. C. Choosing the monarch. D. Drafting national legislation independently. Answer B. Citizens have legal duties such as obeying the law, paying taxes, and fulfilling jury service, which support the functioning of government and society. Which of these is considered a criminal offence under UK law? A. Failure to attend a family gathering. B. Theft or assault. C. Choosing not to vote. D. Exercising freedom of expression. Answer B. Criminal offences, like theft or assault, are acts punishable by law. Citizens must understand the difference between legal rights and criminal violations. How does the UK government ensure laws are enforced fairly across the country? A. By centralising all enforcement under Parliament. B. Through independent institutions such as the police and judiciary. C. By leaving it to private companies. D. By direct monarch intervention. Answer B. Fair law enforcement relies on independent police forces and courts, maintaining consistency and protecting citizens' rights. Which principle underpins democratic elections in the UK? A. Only the wealthy may vote. B. All eligible citizens can vote freely and fairly. C. The monarch selects MPs. D. Local councils decide who votes. Answer B. Democracy requires free and fair participation by eligible citizens, ensuring government accountability and representation. What is the role of the Prime Minister in the UK? A. Ceremonial figurehead. B. Head of government, leading the cabinet and executing policy. C. Head of Parliament. D. Supreme Court judge. Answer B. The Prime Minister leads the government, sets policy direction, coordinates ministers, and represents the UK nationally and internationally. In the UK, what is the function of judges in the legal system? A. Draft laws. B. Interpret and apply the law in courts. C. Enforce government policies directly. D. Command local councils. Answer B. Judges interpret and apply laws impartially, ensuring justice is served according to legislation and legal precedent. Which of the following best describes civil law in the UK? A. Deals with criminal offences and punishment. B. Governs disputes between individuals or organisations, such as contracts and property. C. Sets international treaties. D. Only applies to government officials. Answer B. Civil law resolves disputes between individuals or organisations, often involving compensation, contracts, or property, separate from criminal law enforcement. What is the purpose of jury service in the UK legal system? A. To decide government policy. B. To participate in decision-making in certain criminal and civil trials. C. To enforce laws. D. To draft legislation. Answer B. Jury service allows citizens to participate in the justice system by evaluating evidence and delivering impartial verdicts, ensuring public involvement in legal decisions. Which body oversees the UK's financial spending and taxation policies? A. The House of Lords. B. Treasury. C. The Prime Minister alone. D. Local councils. Answer B. Treasury manages public finances, including taxation, government spending, and economic policy, ensuring accountability and economic stability. Which of the following is a responsibility of the UK government? A. Deciding who becomes monarch. B. Implementing laws and managing public services. C. Drafting all local bylaws independently. D. Controlling private businesses directly. Answer: B. The government is responsible for executing laws, managing public services, and creating policies that affect daily life, under parliamentary oversight. How can citizens influence government policy in the UK? A. By ignoring elections. B. Voting, petitioning, and contacting MPs. C. Forcing Parliament to act. D. Only through local councils. Answer: B. Citizens participate in democracy by voting, raising concerns with MPs, or submitting petitions, ensuring government remains accountable. In the UK, what is the main function of bylaws? A. Govern international treaties. B. Regulate local matters like parking, noise, and public spaces. C. Override national legislation. D. Set taxation policies. Answer: B. Bylaws are local laws created by councils to address community-specific issues, supporting order and safety at the local level. Which of the following is an example of protected equality rights in the UK? A. Right to free education for all regardless of gender. B. Right to ignore workplace rules. C. Right to avoid taxes. D. Right to vote for the monarch. Answer: A. UK equality laws protect citizens from discrimination in areas like education, employment, and services, ensuring fair opportunities for all. What is the role of the Speaker of the House of Commons? A. Lead the Cabinet. B. Maintain order during debates and ensure fair parliamentary procedure. C. Enforce laws in local councils. D. Represent the UK abroad. Answer: B. The Speaker ensures debates are orderly, fair, and parliamentary rules are followed, remaining impartial in the legislative process. Which institution protects citizens' rights and freedoms in the UK? A. The monarchy alone. B. Courts, including the Human Rights Act provisions. C. Local councils exclusively. D. Political parties. Answer: B. Courts and human rights legislation safeguard civil liberties, ensuring government and individuals act within the law. Who has the power to appoint judges in the UK? A. The Prime Minister alone. B. The monarch on advice of an independent commission. C. Local councils. D. Parliament votes directly. Answer: B. Judges are appointed by the monarch based on recommendations from the Judicial Appointments Commission, ensuring independence and impartiality. Which of these is a key principle of UK democracy? A. Government power is unlimited. B. Free elections and rule of law. C. Only the monarchy decides laws. D. Citizens cannot influence legislation. Answer: B. UK democracy is based on rule of law, free and fair elections, and accountable government, balancing power and protecting citizens' rights. How are laws enforced across the UK? A. Through independent police forces and the judiciary. B. By local mayors alone. C. Only by Parliament. D. By citizens themselves. Answer: A. Independent law enforcement and courts ensure laws are applied fairly and consistently across all regions. Which is a primary function of Revenue and Customs, HMRC? A. Drafting national laws. B. Collecting taxes and administering benefits. C. Appointing local councillors. D. Issuing passports. Answer: B. HMRC manages tax collection, benefits administration, and financial compliance, supporting public services and economic stability.